Today is a new day. Today is a day where all of my wildest dreams, needs, wants, and desires are here for me to manifest and receive right now. As my mind, my body, and my spirit continue to move more into self-alignment, I allow my body, mind, and spirit to be open, as if the sun is beginning to rise and the flowers are feeling the warmth of the sun and opening up so wide to receive energy, healing, tranquility, perfect health and alignment. And I welcome the warmth of the sun. And as I welcome the warmth of the sun, I see the sun shining as it is a new day. This allows my body to relax. The sun naturally fills me with vitality, energy, a sanctuary of healing. I can feel my body becoming levitated, almost floating above me now. And I allow myself to receive the light of the sun. As I relax, I begin to fall back into the west. My back to the west in water. And the water holds me like a baby in the womb. I can almost feel a rocking motion as this brings in peace, allowing my mind, my thoughts to find peace. The readiness of my mind to solve, fix, and find solutions seems to ease right now as this overwhelming peace floods my body. And my body knows just what to do naturally. My body falls almost into a state of pure euphoria, protection. Imagining the light of the sun is growing overhead even more. The light of the sun is shining higher in the sky as I begin to fall back even more. Back through the water. Back through the earliest forms of man on earth. The purest form of humans before the sickness. The purest forms of human when they only knew pure health, trust, vitality, and well-being. And my body naturally returns to this state now. Remember, allowing the body to remember the earliest forms of my bloodline. I connect a silver and gold thread through time, space, origin, and species to the dawn of perfect health and wellness. Every cell in my body was regenerating naturally with love. The word love, the essence of love, so powerful. That word love radiates through my wellness, radiates through my mind, my physical body, and my spirit, filling me up with energy, filling me up with vitality, filling me up with peace, joy, patience, kindness, forgiveness, acceptance. My state of well-being expands as my love grows in my heart, and all I feel is love. This love allows me to now be completely laying back, receiving energy from the central sun, the swirling vibrations and healing of the Alpha and Omega, which are right above my body, as if I am laying flat on a surface, wherever this may be, wherever this takes me, on a meadow, in the grass, in the forest, in the jungle, on a beach. My body is laying flat on the surface of Mother Gaia, my arms and legs stretched out so wide. I can feel my body one with Mother Gaia, with the living beings and energies that lay beneath me. And as I feel the presence of these elementals, these energetic little bodies and big bodies that have been around since the dawn of Earth, healing like little nurses and doctors, bringing plants back into wellness, bringing animals back into perfect health. I lay here now to receive. My shields and guards or any defenses surrendered and down, as I allow my body, my mind, and my spirit to be open to receiving healing. And the light of the sun becomes brighter, and I can feel these elementals begin to come into my body now, on the surface of my physical body, clearing away any debris. The earth elementals, which include crystals, elementals within the dirt, the grains of sand, particles of the plants, all coming out to work on my body. And in the east, feeling the wind spirits coming in, the air spirits coming into my breath, into my lungs, oxidizing, healing, bringing in the purest forms of air for my body to receive energy and high vibration, oneness and healing. Inviting in the spirits of the south, the elementals of the south of fire. They love to play. They love to transform. They love to heal. And as they are so playful now, I feel little areas on my body becoming warm, tingling, as I invite them in, so excited for them to heal me naturally. Any areas of bruises, any areas of unsteady energy or non-movement, any areas of fatty tissue, parts of my body taking time to heal. these fire spirits easily move in and begin to again have this energy transferring out. And I surrender to them now. I surrender to them to heal my eyes, to clear my sinuses, to clear the energy in my ear canals, within my jaw, teeth, gums, and tongue, throat, lungs, any debris or residual around my heart. My heart burns with fire, transformation, tranquility, and healing. And this moves into the muscles around my neck and shoulders. The fire elementals and air spirits work together with the fascia of the body, creating a rapid movement of energy for complete healing in the fifth dimension. And the skin on my body rejoices, and the hair follicles and the sebaceous glands and the sweat glands on my body rejoice and tighten and soften and heal. The fire flows into my blood with the air spirits and oxidizes every drop, every molecule of blood, becoming oxidized, balanced, whole, and complete. And as my heart pumps this purified blood through my body rejoices. An even skin tone. The internal organs of my body rejoice. My nervous system rejoices. As I feel the fire and air spirits recalibrate my nervous system, it almost feels like electric bolts shooting up and down my spine. Through parts of my brain, any areas that need to be cleared within my memory log, short-term or long-term memory. These fire and air spirits are going in, purifying the mind, the brain, reactivating into a higher frequency, into a highly evolved form of the mind, activating not 4%, but 5%, not just 5%, but 6%, as my mind becomes activated in a higher truth understanding database to remember and to know, a thirst for knowledge and truth. My crown chakra naturally opens up as the sun is now moving further behind, creating a beautiful line that shines right on the top of my head. It's as if the warmth of the sun has activated the crown of my head, and this light, this magnetic healing light, invites in the sun through my mind, through my eyes, nose, ears, mouth, and lips. The fire and air spirits rejoice through my shoulders, down my arms, out my hands, clearing away the old. If there are any energies within my body that may have come from my mother or father's lineage, that may even have other intentions than my perfect health, these fire and air spirits have full permission to transmute the old, to clear away the old. And as they do this, the intergalactic dragons, the deep blue dragons, Kuan Yin's pink dragons, the Alpha, the Omega, the earth, air, fire, and water dragons, Source Dragon, are all here, transferring their energy, transferring through every elemental in my body, every particle makeup of my being in fire, air, water, and earth substance. As I breathe in and out, I surrender to them completely. I acknowledge the areas on my body that feel cold, tense, pained, heavy, and I invite them in right now. The warmth of the sun and the light continues to expand through my heart, wrapping around my back, through my shoulder blades, uncaging, unfolding, unlayering, unveiling any stagnant energy that may be hiding in my back, may be hiding behind my shoulder blades, may be hiding behind any bones, muscles, and tissues. My back becomes unfolded like a moth coming out of a cocoon, or a butterfly, or a dragonfly. I can feel my body releasing, coming out more, unlayering as the light from the sun is now pouring through the back of my head, down my spine, creating a fire current as my body becomes levitated in this imagery. When the light of the sun begins to hit my back, as if the sun is beginning to set, and my body is laying perfectly motionless, perfectly comfortable, perfectly at peace, and I can feel that fire transfer down into the depths of my being, into the core memories of my human body, which may go back to fire. And I can see the fire in the base of my spine, remembering the fire and explosions in the base of my spine. Whatever earliest memories of my family, my bloodline, and my loved ones are within my genetic makeup, the fire burns anew. I surrender to the fire, my arms open to the fire, my heart, chest, and back open to the fire, surrendering, surrender, and my stomach rejoices in this. My stomach becomes activated in the solar plexus, in the sacral, in every part of my stomach and reproductive organs are now a fire of the earliest forms and memories in this human experience. And this fire activates the base of my spine. It activates the lowest parts of my back, where my back, my hips are connected, and my bones burn. My bones burn through the layers of memory, through the layers of trauma. I can feel the whole side of my lower back and bottom becoming fire, burning away the old. As I am beginning to root in fire, and it burns up my stomach, through my abdomen, and it burns through my rib cage, healing any areas within my reproductive organs, healing and transmuting any areas within my stomach. I surrender. The elementals begin to move into this area within my digestive tract, within my reproductive organs. And if there are any entities, any lower vibrations, anything that is not for my highest good, connected from my mother's bloodline or my father's or past lives, I give full permission to these elementals to come in and clear them out now. As I surrender through breathing in and out, continued peace and tranquility envelope my body, and my body rejoices. As I am beginning to feel physically better, as new forms and components, new generated energy within every strand of my DNA. As my DNA expands, it reaches for new compounds of higher vibration. And I can feel this through my spine and everything, every memory, all the energy stored within my spine. My blood, bones, and nervous system recalibrate as my body reaches for a higher feeling. My spine expands out, 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 reaching and encompassing love and bringing love into my spine. Reaching and encompassing joy. And my spine absorbs joy. Reaching and encompassing gratitude. As my body absorbs gratitude. Reaching and absorbing compassion as my spine absorbs compassion. Reaching and absorbing peace. My spine absorbs peace. Little variants of virtues. My spine rejoices as it expands, expands, expands. And as it expands, my bones begin to feel this like a tree growing, as if my spine, my trunk is being healed. The branches and the roots of my body receive this healing as new thread is being wound and woven through my bones, nervous system wrapped within my blood. My body begins to glow. My body begins to heal even more. As the sun begins to set completely and it becomes darker, I can feel my body gently land on a padded soft area, looking up at the night sky and the stars. Shooting stars across the sky, not dark at all, but hints of purples and blues, greens. The stars twinkling like a symphony, rejoicing. With perfect vision, perfect sight, I can see the planets and constellations clearly. And as my crown chakra and my third eye are completely expanded open, and my root and sacral mirror this expansion, I am a knowing of what star and what planet and constellation. I am in a higher knowing and truth of remembrance. As I see the planets that rotate around my solar system, I rejoice, as I can see they are also healing. As they heal and move into their higher vibrations, their natural forms of purity, my body rejoices in this. The water elementals, the 86% of my body, and the water molecules that may be around the area I am in, all rejoice in perfect form as they feel the vibrations of planetary alignments and healing. This water planet that we are on, the water molecules are healing back into perfect form, back into a state of perfection. As the elementals are here, a light begins to form within my body, within my core, as if I'm looking up at the night sky, and yet there's a light illuminant beneath me, beneath my body, and it grows. And as I breathe in and out, this light, this purified light, as my guard is down, as my being is completely open to receiving and trusting, this light, this magnetic light moves closer to my body, higher up through Mother Gaia. This light hits the surface of the earth like a brilliant star is coming up through the ground and connecting with my core, shining through my abdominal area, states of perfection through my stomach and heart. My body becomes light, a perfect balance between all elements, water, fire, air, and earth, as I receive pure vitality, perfection within health, perfection within the self, purified DNA, strands of higher frequencies, purified blood at bones, the nervous system completely balanced as it has now shut off any unwanted cords or residual from anything that I've ever come into contact with before now in my entire existence. A perfected form of the self. I can feel my body rejoice in healing, in liberation. All the physical areas on my body healing naturally through the vibration of light. This beam of light is a calling, a sacred truth of the highest forms of light to come in and love and protect. So as my body is receiving light, becoming in an I am presence of oneness, Archangel Michael shines down and comes through my body. In essence, Archangel Uriel comes down and through my body in my essence. Jophiel comes down through my body in essence. Raphael comes down through my body in essence. Gabriel through my body in essence. Zachiel comes down through my body in my essence. Shamuel comes down through my body in essence. Every spectrum of light and the Holy Spirit come down through my body in essence. And the Father and Mother, the unified masculine feminine energy, radiate through the innocence and purity of me, through the innocence and purity of my child essence, my fetus essence, my infant essence, the essence of my toddler self, the teenage self, the adolescent, the adult. Forgiveness radiates through her. Compassion radiates through her. Love, peace, and empathy radiate through her as she becomes holy once more. Coming back into my I am presence, coming back into my body, feeling the flow and the movement of my body completely, rejoicing in the perfected self, perfected state of well-being. Everything I come into contact with through sight, speech, inhalation, exhalation, rejoices in the essence of my own perfection, the perfection of myself, and I am light. My light expands. My body rejoices. My mind is liberated. My heart is open. And I am guided. I am guided through every particle of my being, and my body rejoices in freedom to heal and to feel and to connect. And as my body is in this feeling of liberation and openness, I hold my arms open. And I say out loud to the presence, my I am presence, my physical, emotional, mental, and etherical bodies, I am perfection. I am in perfect health. I am in perfect wellness. I rejoice in my love languages. I rejoice in my innocence. I rejoice in the purification of my body. I rejoice in the purification of my environment. I rejoice in the forgiveness of all relationships or any energies that are healing as well in this human experience with me. I rejoice in my connection with the higher realms. I invite in all higher vibrational beings with me now to purify and continue to purify my mind, my body, and my emotions, to purify and cleanse my space, my home, and my work, my family, children, and any loved one I may share a karmic tie with now. As I move into a higher vibration, a purified form of my I am presence, that fire burns out of my body and being, releasing any and all karmic ties within relationships of my environment, whether past or present, completely healed, burned off of my body, as my body comes into a state of perfection, self-perfection. And today is a new day. And so as I bring myself back into the awareness of the present moment, back into the awareness of my shell and all of the desires and all of the demands or needs, anything unfolding for the rest of the day, the week, and the month, I allow my body to release the old cycles of any lower vibration as a perfected form of love and truth replace. And I give my body, my mind, my spirit, and essence, and the elementals that are here for me, working with me, and the angelic kingdom here with me, working with me, and my higher self here with me, working with me, full permission to continue to activate the newer frequencies as soon as they are available for me to be able to receive. I activate into the highest version of perfected self and form. And I say yes. Yes to life. Yes to me. Yes to love. Yes to truth. Yes to good. Yes to abundance. Yes to prosperity. And I am grateful. And I thank the elementals for being here with me. And I encourage them to stay so I may feel our oneness. And I thank the directions of the west and the south and the east and the north. And I thank the older versions of myself. And I thank the bloodlines and loved ones who have come before me, as I may now release them completely and bring us into an absolute truth of unification and oneness. The sheer presence of me heals not just my body, but my entire environment and every loved one which I have ever come into contact with now. And I am grateful, and I thank you.